I don't know if this is going to work, so we'll see. Looks like it is. Maybe I should have got a beer first. How's everything? How's everybody doing? I've had better days. It says very bad connection, so it's my phone. Hi, Gert. Undisputed. I can't even speak right now. Oh, hi, Amy. I've never done this before, so I'm new to this. You gotta bear with me. Here's a beer. No, I don't have to go very far to get a beer, but I have to stop doing this to get a beer. Or you can go with me. How about that? You guys can go with me here. Maybe that'd be fun. But I might lose you. Leave very bad. Well, everything has been a hell of a lot better. I mean, this has been amazing. I mean, meeting you all, everything happening like it did unexpectedly. Hey, John from Brazil. I'm gonna try to read everything I can as quick as I can, you guys. If I miss you, thank you for amazing videos. Thank you. Seriously. Um, I had something happen. I wanted to talk about it because I'm out of sorts because of it, but I don't want to worry anybody. Legendary Dave. I mean, I did a couple videos where I said as much as I could about Dave. Um, we spoke on the phone a couple times for quite a while, actually, when he first moved to Tacoma. He was living with Chris initially, then I think he went down and stayed with Kurt. And I talked to him about Scream and just about Nirvana, you know. He's always been a really nice guy every time I've met him, and then the one time he was down at Kurt and Dave's, seeing it, you get me off and I can't read the messages. Thank you for the love. Thank you. But now I don't see any messages. Say Bolsonaro. What does that mean? Everything's okay? The tapes were amazing in your band. Thank you. That means a lot. More than anything, that you guys appreciate my music. That's awesome. That's what matters. I mean, people, not the people in Tacoma, and like I said, and that I know that don't appreciate music, but hearing from a wide perspective, from a wide range of countries and people and ages, lots of love is helps the heart much. What about the show in Paradiso where Kurt was fighting with Paradiso Amsterdam? I don't know. When those guys got back from that tour with Tad in Europe, I do remember talking to those guys a little bit. I don't remember specifics, like that's the thing, man. I'm going back 30 years, you guys. I don't know how good your memories are, depending on your age. But if you're 30 years old, if you can remember what happened when you were born, no, I'm kidding. But basically, like if you're my age, all right, 49, you go back 30 years. Some people, like Pat, bass player of Sleeper Cell, he can remember freaking everything most of the time. My memory's good. Like I think with memories, you become there's visuals that are very things that happen in life that are very visual that you'll remember for years. You know, Love Buzz. What about Love Buzz? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm 19 years old. Hey, good morning. Oops, faded. I don't know why the messages fade out, but they do. Hey, good morning. Glad it's working. Oh, yep. I was just watching your Advanced Super Summits and Nirvana song. Live chat popped up on my phone. Thank you for listening. It's awesome. This is what happened, guys. I was on my way up to Seattle, and a woman in front of me slammed on her brakes for no frickin' reason. Guess what happened? Back of me, a van hit me, then the car behind that van hit that car. 4-car pileup. 4-car pileup. My car's toast. I'm okay. My foot was bruised. Luckily, I was far enough away that I was able to slam on the brakes, stop. Yeah. Oh, it scared the fuck out of me. You know. And I'll tell you what. I'm a damn good driver. I have a perfect record for this to happen. It was like the freeway was moving smoothly, like everything was going just fine. And I moved over, about to get off James to go up to Capitol Hill. All of a sudden, the woman in front of me slams on her brakes. Dead stop. I'm like, fuck! You know, bam! On the freeway, guys. On the frickin' freeway. Van totals into me. All of our cars were totaled, except for the woman that slammed on her brakes. Because I saw her soon enough. She drove away, too. Of course, we all got tickets, because that's how it works. But, I think it's going to work out. I'm not totally, just be careful, you guys. Don't follow too close. Ever. And I was not following too close, but if I was, I would not be here talking to you. And that's a fact. So, I was easily, when I saw her slam on her brakes, I mean, like, it's like not slowing down, it's like stopped, and it's not, okay? It wasn't stop and go, everything was flowing. The lane that I was getting into was a little bit slower, but it wasn't stop and go. So, you know, yeah. So, first of all, my door wouldn't open, so I had to climb out the back door. You know, I'm like my back kind of hurts. I'm all right. My foot is bruised. So this happened Saturday. I've been out of sorts since then. So my videos may be out of sorts for a little while. I am fucking frazzled. Anyway, so I get out of my car. I go up to her window. And I knock on her window. I'm like, did you just come to an abrupt stop on the freeway? And she's crying, looking at her phone. She goes, yes. And she's crying. And I'm like, oh my God. And the cop's like, get back to your car. I'm like, fuck. So I go back to the car. And then the other people involved, I kind of talk to them. She never gets out of her car again. She's the only one that drove away because I saw her soon enough. I didn't ram her and that bad, you know. Sorry, you guys. I mean, this is a big deal. This is like, it's a fluke, man. It happened. The people that I was going to meet saved my ass. Absolutely saved my ass. You know. So ultimately, everything turned out okay. I don't know if she was a new driver. I mean, that's a pretty new driver thing to do, man. That's for damn sure. You know, I don't know what scared her. You know, it's hard to say. I know. I want to go to Brazil. I don't know how many. I'd love to go to Brazil. It's a non-licensed driver. Well, no, she did. She has insurance, so they contacted me. I got to get a hold of them tomorrow, and they asked about the losses. So I don't know if she admitted to fault or what. I'll find out tomorrow. Hey, thank you. You know, I mean, I'm glad I'm okay too. You know what? If I was following closer, I would be in the hospital. I mean, I don't know. It was that 30 feet that my car skidded that saved my ass and made it so she drove away. Remember, a van totaled into me. And then another Suburban totaled into that van. and back. And the guy that hit me, he could not speak any English, and I felt so bad for him. He's standing there. I'm like, man, are you okay? And how are you? And he couldn't understand me. You know? Yeah, two big cars, man. You know what? My back and my neck are all right. I've slept now 3 nights, and I feel okay. So, that extra distance saved my ass. Extra distance I was away from the car that I hit saved my ass for sure. No doubt about it, guys. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Believe me, it's all that's on my mind, you guys. All that's been on my mind. Yeah, you got to drive like everybody is insane. That's what my dad told me when he taught me how to drive. Drive like everybody is insane. You know, basically like you have to, because you don't know. Yeah, I'm holding up. You know, I wrote everything down. Didn't people say Kurt drove like a little old lady? I drove with Kurt. Twice. He drove pretty normally. Yeah, twice. Once we drove to the store and he bought me some California coolers. And I think I did a video on that recently where he started talking about labels and we got into conversation. And the song Blue came up where the people from this label were like, hey, you guys should write more songs like Blue. And he thought I don't know, he didn't like the fact that people were telling him, you know, how to write songs, you know. And then one time we went to, see, I haven't even told this story. And the fact that you just said about driving with him just reminds me of another story. I went with Kurt. We drove to what's it called? Guitar 5000. It's in Olympia. It's still there. It's something like that. Guitar 5000. And I think Kurt just needed strings or something. I don't remember what he got. So we go in, and he shows me up on the wall. They actually have pieces of one of his guitars that was up there. So this is when I went with Kurt there. He's showing me on the wall, like, look, man, they have like, you know, the neck of my guitar up there or whatever. Like, what? Yeah. Your brain could have still gotten bruised. Oh, hell yeah. It's already bruised, man. I'm 49. It's bruised forever. Didn't get any more bruised from that. Only mildly. Only for another couple weeks. It'll be okay. I didn't hit my head, thank God. Hi, Brazil. And Andre, I want to go to Brazil. It's calling me. Show interest in music or jam? Yeah, well, yeah. You know, if you watch enough of my videos, I explain the times we did jam together. So, you found a signature Road Warren Shags. Too late. Yeah, I don't know how much a is it like a Kurt Jaguar? Man, you guys there's a lot going on here, so I'm trying to follow you. Don't be scared, Danny Johnston. Hello. I mean, it's hard to read everything. You guys know that. I hope. It's hard. I follow what I can, you know. I think it's always frustrating to be on your side, too, because I've been there many times where I'm trying to be part of the loop, you know, of like typing stuff to somebody and you feel like, oh, did they even see my message, you know? So it's frustrating from here. I don't know how to do this, so I could probably move it back and see. Hi from Chile. Nice. Well, that's by Brazil, so I'll go there too. I can afford that. Like, when I can stop affording the United States, I'll move down there. Right? I think that's a good idea. So I'm doing better, you know. Any plans for Sleeper Cell? Ah, I didn't see it. Polish and you live in Ireland. I have some good friends. Oh, who are Maddie Matt? I have some good friends that just moved out there. They're actually they do they do movies. They did a movie recently, and they moved to Poland because their movie that they wrote and put out did really well there, and all their connections. But I should look them up real quick. Let's see. Attack ships on fire. Okay, so look up attack ships on fire, and that's my friends Jules and Sam, Maddie Matt. Okay, look up attack ships on fire. So Jules and Sam, they write and do films for a living. They moved to Warsaw from Seattle. They're friends of mine. I've actually played music with Jules before. Yeah, Do Re Mi. I like Do Re Mi. You know, I mean, it actually kind of blew me away when I first heard it. You know, I think I first heard it on the Nirvana live thing. Listen to Godflash. No, did not. I can play everything. All right. Yeah, have you read the book Heavier Than Heaven? Yes. I was interviewed for Heavier Than Heaven. So I have read it. I'm kind of halfway because, like I was saying, Charles, the quotes that he put in the book from me were not 100% accurate. They were all right, but he kind of put his like little bit on, you know, based off all the other interviews and what he was trying to tell the story of Kurt. So it kind of skewed things a little bit, you know, but it wasn't bad. I mean, what he was saying was true from my interviews, but, you know. Hey, you guys. Hey, Jack Burks. Do you think Kurt... I can't... Vintage guitars, I'm really... Yeah, you know, around here, vintage guitars they were way easy to find. I mean, it was for a while. Now, one of the I don't know, I think he's pretty well known nationally, but he has Guitar Maniacs, Rick King downtown. He has a vintage guitar shop, and you know, he's hung out with Chris, you know, down at the shop and beyond. Like he knows those guys. Let's see. Did Kurt ever mention listening to... Oh. No, he did not mention listening to Godflesh. Talk about Billy Childish. I do not remember. No, I don't think so. Calvin Johnson. Okay, hold on. So, I could do a video on Calvin Johnson. So, it's Calvin that used to go to Noxious Fumes shows. That was the band that I had. And he released the Noxious Fumes cassette on K in 1984. So... yeah, I mean, I'm not close friends with Calvin, but I mean, we know each other, talked many times. You know, he's part of the old Olympia scene. You know, Slim Moon. You know, I mean, there's a lot of, you know, people like Toby Vale, like that. Toby helped put out the Noxious Fumes 7-inch. You know, so. You know, I mean, some people I just won't talk about that much because I don't really know. I mean, Toby I've met back then a lot, and I've talked to him a few times now, but I don't really know her that well, and I know that she's part of the Nirvana history, and you know, I respect people very much, and if I'm going to include them in a story, I will do it respectfully and honestly. So, you know, I may not say very much, because I don't really have much to say. You know, with like Toby and Kurt or something, it's like I know they hung out at some point. I don't know how long, you know. I never saw them together more than after the OK Hotel show. Really. That was about it. The family, my family's all right, you know. My brother and family's living in Alabama. They had to move down there. It was kind of an emergency. Bruce might be listening to this right now, actually. He might be at work, though. It's 10. He could be at work. He's probably going to be surprised if he listens to this, because he's going to hear my accident, and and that's pretty shocking. So I wanted to call, I want to call him and tell him about it. So he didn't do it, man. I don't know. Some people you just don't know. I don't know. You guys, I'm gonna shut this down. I think most of you are being considerate, and say most all of you are. And I'm gonna finish it out, and I'll do this again. This is good. So thank you. It's a really good buns underground today. Yeah, I need to go into that about local bands. So you guys, thank you so much, and I'll be back again. All right, bye.